Alright folks, in this video I'm gonna show you how to draw a graph by using Excel sheet. And please remember the program I'm using here is Excel 2011 and it's a Mac version. So if you are using a PC, the icons may look a little bit different and the procedures might be a little bit different, but overall it should be about the same. Of course, if you have any questions, you can always ask me. All right. The reason why I want you guys to learn how to draw a graph by using Excel sheet is in our following experiments in Chem 2, okay, we are going to draw a lot of graphs. You might be able to do that manually, but I believe computer can do a better job because computer can give us a better looking graph and it can help us find out the equation and the r-squared value very easily. Why do we need the equation and r-squared value? Equations can tell us the relationship between the x-axis and y-axis, okay? And the r-squared value can tell us how good your fitting is. If your r-squared value is very close to 1, that means your data fitting is very good. If your r-squared value is completely off from 1, that means, for instance, 0.5, that means your data fitting is bad. Okay. All right. Now, here in this example, I have two columns. The first one is a pizza slices. The second one is a telephone number. How do we draw a graph based on the data we have here? First one is you do need to select the data. And after that, you go to the menu here, the charts, and you can see a bunch of the options, okay? And what we need to do here is scatter. And in the sub menu of the scatter, we choose marked scatter. Okay, so here you can see your graph. And these are the data points from your data sheet. Now, the next step is to add the chart title. You select the chart layout and you can see there's an icon chart title. Okay, you choose the title above chart. That's a traditional way to add the title on the graph. And then you can see here you can just type your title, and here we are using pizza versus telephone. Okay, so here is your title. The next thing that you need to do is to add axis titles. We have two axes, x-axis and y-axis. So let's try the x-axis, which is horizontal. All right, so title below axis. Here, since the x-axis is pizza, so we type pizza. All right, this is x-axis. How about y-axis? Vertical axis title, rotate title. Okay, so here this is your y-axis, telephone. All right. Now next part is to fit the data and find out the equation and r-squared value. How do we fit the data? You select any one of the data points on this graph. Okay, you just click it and then you can see all of the data points get highlighted. Now you click the right button of your mouse and you will see a bunch of options and you choose add trend line. Okay, so once you click that, it will show you a window. And meanwhile, you see a straight line on your graph. And that's because the computer is trying to fit the data by itself. And the linear fitting is the default setting, so it gives you a straight line. Of course, the straight line is not the best fit because, as you can see, a lot of data points are not on this straight line. So we do need to try some other options. The second one, it improves a little bit, but still you can see some data points are not on this curve. So let's try the next. Well, it's about the same. Okay. How about the power? Well, as you can see, when you try power, all of the data points are on this curve. So this one might be the best fitting. But how about the other two? Well, apparently this one is not good, and this one is not good. So power is the best fitting. Okay. After you get the best fitting curve, you need to find out the equation and the r-square value. So how do we do it? Click options, and you can see display equation on chart. You check it. Display r-square value on chart. You check it, and you see the equation and r-square value on your graph. Okay, so you click OK, and then you move this two items to where you have space. Then you are pretty much done. Okay, so I hope this video can shows you how we draw a graph by using Excel sheet. And from our first lab assignment, I need you to do a bunch of practice based on the video, based on the instruction and here. And during your assignment, when you do your assignment, whenever you have questions, please feel free to ask me. All right.